Oh, you found some data records for Dibula and Popula, eh? But, oh, give me information. Let's see what you've got on them. I remember some stuff. And Dusty Wind kisses my cheeks. This is gonna be reading again, isn't it? Ah, why not? Why not? Why not? Buried in the sand, we press forward, one step at a time. We have nowhere else to go after all. It's not good. I need to reposition myself here. Because our models, the Divula and Popula models, are defective. I wouldn't go that far, actually. Record. Decisions and projects in the field of faith. First we woke, there were still people. Indeed. That flesh, egos, emotions, souls, and they issued as a single order. Function as observers of Project Gestalt. Which you did pretty damn well, actually. This is the sole mission of the twin Divula and Popula models. It's the only reason we exist at all. You're the latest model, though many companies shared companions shared our appearance. On a tip. Second. There was a sparkle in all of our eyes, a sense of pride at having been entrusted with humanity's future. And yes, there was anxiety as well. But we existed as a pair. We shared a destiny's burden as a pair. Because of that, all hesitation was swept away. Each pair was given their own cities as observation areas. We were ordered to guide the replicants with our own heads, all for the sake of the promised time that would one day arrive. We were the only ones who could handle such a duty. We were observers, after all. Watch out! Nicholas staggers and falls in a soft yet unforgiving sand. I hurry to her side and sigh with relief when I find she's not seriously hurt. You are right. Sorry, sis, in case I spaced out there for a bit. She smiles, the same wry smile I know so well, as she rubs absently at her leg, disrupting a white bandage. Your bandage is coming undone. Here, let me change it. It's alright, Popula. Come on, we have to go before we lose the light. You won't be going anywhere if sand gets into that thing. Now quit whining and hold still. I'll be quick. Divula grunts and turns away. I take it as consent. Soon we are resting in the shade of a nearby rock as I pull the bandage free. Artificial skin, torn and bloodied, peeks out from beneath the bandage. Judging by Divula's current lack of ambulatory control, I imagine the surgery underneath has been damaged as well. That sounds bad. Taking a deep breath, I check the surgery to see if it can be repaired to replace the bandage and hope for the best. Oh, do I have to make a choice here? I don't even remember that. Well, I guess check the surgery would make more sense. As expected, wiring in the nerve circuit has been damaged. Replacing it will require new connectors as well as some tools. None of which is easy to find in a desert. Sorry about this, sis, mutters Divula. That wry smile again. It kills me every time. Don't you dare apologize, I respond. You've done nothing wrong. Calmly change the bandage, trying not to let my worry show. I make it as tight as possible so no sand can slip inside. That's all I can do until I get the proper materials. That's going to be a tall order, considering our current condition. I'm sorry, sister. Okay, now you are apologizing. Both apologize while insisting the other's apology isn't necessary. It's not gonna lead anywhere, you know? At some point you're just like, okay, sure, let's continue on. It's kind of funny in a way. Such a trivial exchange under such circumstances. We laugh together, the sound echoing out across the desert before being stolen by the cool evening wind. And I still need a bit of coffee. Report regarding the increase in relapses. There has to be some way to prevent relapses. Diavolos' sharp voice echoes through our private quarters. You must be quiet, sister. The replicants will hear. They wouldn't understand even if they did. Which is true, they wouldn't. They actually would not. It might be true, but regardless. Noted my hesitation. Diavolo crosses her legs and scowls. Black Scroll took another victim, she says. That's 3 this month. Spreading way too fast. Ah yeah, the Black Scroll. I remember that shit. Let's wait and see what happens. I'm tired of hearing you say that. Shout makes me jump. Just a little, but enough for her to notice. Seeing that, her eyes suddenly opened wide. I'm sorry, sis. It's not your fault. Shouldn't have lashed out like that. It's okay, I understand. A pretty damn ungrateful position you're in. All going wrong. You can feel it too, right? When I was first assigned to Project Gestalt, I was over the moon with pride. So much yesterday just to think about it. If it were to fail... Before we knew it, the replicants had gained a sense of self, and the Black Scroll started raging out of control. It moved fast. So fast. Like wind. Coppola and I would go to the observation room and act like it was all okay. Look to the replicants as if we didn't have a care in the world. But at night we just told each other and shared the horror of it all. I'm glad you were with me, murmurs Coppola. Wouldn't have handled being an observer all alone. Probably why they actually made you twins in the first place. Yeah, we were able to know because we had each other, I reply softly. Did the humans see this coming? Is that why they made a twin model? Probably yes, either that or Jay just had some sort of fetish for it. You know, humans do things, not necessarily with a good reason. Is it really so clever? That's a freaking good question, isn't it? Yes, it is. Or is they really so cruel? That, however, is far more likely. I couldn't have done this by myself. I would have descended into madness. I simply couldn't be such a burden at all, alone. Get the chance, I'm going to try contacting another city, she says. Maybe these abnormalities are a localized phenomenon. I doubt that. Actually, no, I know that's not the case. I pray that's the case, I reply. Even if we have no use ourselves, I think we'll still work out if the other observers can pull through. Technically yes, but that's not how it's gonna work. Don't worry, it's going to be okay. Spoiler, no, it's not. It's really not. Humanity is gonna... By the very time you play this game, as we just learned, there's no humanity left, which means you failed. Horribly. Then honestly, to blame actually the, you know, popular developer for it alone is a bit much. It wasn't okay. Nothing was okay. All thanks to a pair of developed popular models from another town. Honestly, I still don't think that's really a fair point. Wind rubs my cheeks, scent grazes my skin. When I'm cold, I'm out here. We walk with renewed purpose, hoping to make up for lost time. Devil loses her balance every now and then, get bad after a while. I slip myself under her arm, so she won't fall again, and we press on. Yes, she only got right. If it were right, she would probably fall. Yeah? Well, I doubt I'll be dancing anytime soon, but yeah, that's fine. Hey, I know that statement. I have made that statement about my leg, interestingly enough. She smiles as she says this, but I can tell she doesn't have much left. Yet she continues to smile. Also, I won't worry. I remember when our resistance allies injured her leg. I was furious, beyond fury. I wanted to scream and cry and lose myself in it. She smiled, and all of that rage just turned it away. That's not very healthy. I think we have the same face, yet such different smiles. One day I realized how she reminded me of the murders I'd seen in old records. That was the day we decided to leave our town forever. Maybe a wise decision. A record of Project Gestalt's end. Our role as observers ended on the day Project Gestalt collapsed. All due to the actions of developed and popular models from another town. The original Gestalt lost, humanity was doomed to an inevitable extinction. Doing this, we gathered what remaining replicate data we could find and launched it to the surface of the moon. And though success was as unlikely as finding a lost sand grain in the desert, we still had to attempt it. We still had to try. We were androids, you see. Protecting humanity was our instinct. Other androids, beholden to that same instinct, began to direct their hate at the Devola and Popola models which snuffed out humanity. It started small, a few offhand remarks, the occasional glance. Even the smaller things have weight, and with enough of them combined, that weight eventually becomes a boulder. Emotions boiled over, remarks became jeers, and soon enough, my sister and I were the perfect target for persecution. First, we simply accepted the fact that our friends turned on us. It's almost unavoidable, I suppose. We were observers for Project Gestalt after all. Well, we didn't cause it to fail. The people who did, well, they looked just like us. But we accepted it. Took the resentment and scorn. We endured. As crazy it sounds, I think we actually felt responsible. We moved from town to town in an effort to avoid persecution. To one such town, where seemingly infinite patience finally broke. Sister Devla had with unprovoked violence at the hands of a resistance member. We said something in response to his taunts. Something quiet. And though her words were ambitious, he slashed her leg nearly in two. My vision narrowed, everything went red. Then she smiled at me. It's okay, sis. There's nothing we can do. It was too late. My emotions were no longer in my control. I'm simply not strong enough to stand aside and let the most important person in the world come to harm. You and I left town that same day, but that wouldn't stop. It's going to happen again. And it wouldn't be coming from just one person. Because I let them kill us, we ran. I guess it was the greatest resistance I could muster. We lose the sun as dark clouds gather overhead. We continue our march. A cold wind blasts us, stealing what little body heat we have left. I smell rain in the air. We continue our march. Sometimes we hear animals howling in the distance. That makes us flinch every time. But we continue our march, because even this is better than suffering at the hands of our fellow androids. Why must we suffer this persecution? I know we're the same model as the androids for doomed humanity, so I understand that part. At least a little anyway. But at the same time, we're not them. We're not the same. We are who we are, the Devil and Pablo were who they were. That's how I felt when I saw Devil being hurt. I wanted to shout it at everyone. I wanted to scream. As far as I'm concerned, there's only one Devola. And for her, there's only me. No one can take the other's place. Rain falls from the sky. It stimulates your sensation nerves like cold needles. We need maintenance badly. That's a pipe dream, I suppose. And what would dare help a pair of outcasts like us? Are you cold, Devola? I'm alright as long as you're with me. Yeah, it's quite a statement. I feel the same. The goal is together to try and retain heat. It's cold now, much more than the searing heat of midday. Just smile at each other and keep pressing on. There's another camp on the other side of the desert, a new camp. We can just get there. I can finally fix Devola's leg. Yet I wonder if there's anyone on this planet that will take us. Hey, what's wrong? It's nothing. Don't worry about it. I do what I can to suppress the anxiety in my chest and keep walking. The rain grows worse. It shall lash at us without pause. This is our punishment. Reach out and... Oh, they're both pretty useless. Support that body. As long as we have bodies to support one another. As long as I have someone with whom to share my fate. Then I will press on, no matter what happens to me. Because I won't ever stop protecting her. I won't stop. No one stops. For that is the fate which twin androids have been assigned. Well, maybe try doing something about that, you know? People always really like to go, it's fate. Failure to manage the area resulted in the collapse of the Gestalt system, which led to the decimation of the human race. Due to the discovery of its instability, the twin system was removed from future Android production designs. Following the incident, the development Popular models were not dismantled. Have not been further unexpected behavior, they underwent a memory wipe. Furthermore, they were reprogrammed to generate constant feelings of guilt. That's a pretty damn horrible way to do it.